Hello, thanks for clicking on this video. I am going to do a tank setup. This is a beginner tank setup because I am not a professional by any means. I've only had fish for a couple of months now. And basically I just thought I wanted a bigger tank and I wanted a nicer tank. I had a 10-gallon tank because at the time all I had was like a better. But now that I think that I can do it, I want to try the next level. So the next level, in my opinion, will be this 20-gallon tank. I got it from Amazon, and I will put the link below. It was an Amazon bundle. So if you are looking to start a tank, start dealing with fish, this is what you have. You can start doing it just like this. Buy the tank, have the whole bundle, so everything is included. Because when you're just starting and you don't know anything about fish like myself, it can be pretty difficult. So something like a bundle that has everything you need, it's perfect. So this is what came in a bundle. Of course, it was the tank. That's a 20-gallon. I also have the top. I'm going to hook it up. It came with decor, no rocks. I forgot to get rocks. Well, not that I forgot. I had some rocks in my other tank, but I didn't realize that I did realize. I didn't think about it. You're transferring a 10-gallon to a 20-gallon. I need more rocks. So when I clean it out, I will add the rocks. So I have the decor. Very nice, and it'll look nicer when I put everything in there together. This is what came in the bundle. So all of this was included, not this. All of this was included. I have some stuff that I had from my old tank, so you'll see some other things in there that's not in this, but I do have more stuff. So the first thing you want to do when you get your tank is you want to clean it out. And I saw online that you could use white vinegar to clean it out. So I'm going to clean the tank out with the white vinegar, and I'm going to start putting the stuff in there. You want to do all this before you put the water in. And for water, you can use tap water. Of course, it's much cheaper to just use tap water, or if you want, you can buy the water. The best way to do it, I'm going to do tap. And also I'm going to get a different stand to put it on because this is not for my fish tank, but it will be for now. You can get this. It's conditioner for marine and freshwater. So basically what it does is it takes the chlorine out of the water that's in your tap. So if you use tap water, you may or may not notice it, but there is chlorine in there. They put chlorine and other chemicals to make sure that they keep the bacteria and stuff as low as possible. I know you said junk. That's all the stuff that was in my old tank. That's what that is. And I have a outdoor pond as well, so I have the conditioner. So actually, you could take a look at this too. This is the stress coat. It's the exact same thing as what I just showed you. This one is for the pond though, so it's a little more concentrated so that it can be used in a bigger section of water. So this is the stress coat. So I use that for my pond outside. When I switch to water, I have turtles. I have 7 turtles, so that's what I use for that. So I'm going to get ready to put this thing together, and I'm about to clean it, put the stuff in there, and I'll be back. Okay, so I had to take the video outside for a second because I needed to quickly talk about filters. So with my last tank, it was a 10-gallon tank, and I bought like a starter kit, and I believe the entire thing was either $19.99 or $29.99. And that was one of those get what you pay for things. So I didn't realize exactly what a filter did. I mean, I know what a filter does because I do have a pool and I have a pond, but I guess I didn't realize how important a filter was. So basically, that filter did not do a good job. It kept going out. I didn't really understand how to use it. I didn't do my due diligence to find out about filters. So now I'm trying to be proactive this time and get a better filter. So the filter that came with it, even though it seems like it's a very good filter, I decided to buy a different one. So the Marine Land is the one that I bought. I'm going to put the links to everything that I purchased so that you can see what I bought and you can see if it's something that you want to get. For instance, remember the Tetra Whisper power filter came with it. And it actually says for 10 to 20 gallons. And what is it? It filters up to 105 gallons per hour. So that's what that number on the bottom is. So it says for 10 to 20 gallons, and it filters 105 gallons per hour. So it says stay clean, healthier maintenance, and healthier fish. So it talks about the bags that they use. They're tough on debris. Convenient, pre-assembled cartridges are easy to use. Now 50% more ultra-activated carbon absorbs odors and discoloration. Dense dual-sided mesh catches debris and fish waste. So basically, the filters is what keeps your tank clean and keeps the water looking good. My other tank, it was a disaster. So I definitely don't want that to happen, because I mean, like, leftover food, waste, all kind of stuff was in that water. So I didn't want that to happen again. So what I'm doing this time is I'm being proactive and I'm doing my research. Now this still, like I said, it seems like a very good filter from what I'm seeing. And these are some of the things that you want to look for. They say when you're getting a over the back filter. Okay, convenient flow control turned down to promote better feeding and extend cartridge life by reducing uneaten food particles that can cause clogging. Yeah, and that's probably what happened to my other one. It probably got all clogged up. The whisper system. So that is the whisper system. That's the power filter. I'm going to leave that one in the box because I am not going to be using that one. Based on all of the research that I did, this is the one that I think I'm going to go with. It is the Marineland over the back filter. It's a BioWheel power filter, and if you look closer, it filters up to 150 gallons per hour. And the other one is 105 gallons per hour. So of course this filters a little bit faster. For tanks up to 30 gallons. And this one, some people don't like that, but this one has filters that you have to replace. And when I say replace it, if you want to, you know, of course, keep your tank clean, you have to replace the filter that's inside. I don't know if you can see it, but that's the filter that's inside. And it's a size B. So if you're purchasing it, just go ahead and get you a size B. Aquarium success made easy. They tell you what you need. The LED lighting solutions, food and water care, filter selection guide, so you want to know which one you're getting. I have the 150 that's up to 30 gallons. I really could have gotten the 100, but I just got the 150 because I just did. The biofill filter. So remember, when you get in the tank, those three things are very important, and then you know they're important because they're on the back of both boxes. Mechanical filtration, chemical filtration, and biological filtration. They're both on here, and they both have an explanation of the 3 stages of filtration and what happens at each of those stages according to each filter. So if you want to look, that's that one. And here's the Tetra. Okay. Advanced features is the BioWheel biological filtration to remove ammonia and nitrates fast. The BioWheel never clogs or needs replacing. The right size filter cartridge. The filter cartridge removes dirt and debris while clarifying the water. Replace filter cartridge every 2 to 4 weeks since carbon deactivates with use. Filter cover. Easy top filter cover provides easy filter cartridge access. 2-piece design makes maintenance easier. And it says mid-level intake. Mid-level intake strainer attaches to intake extension tube for complete water circulation. Adjustable to allow filtration at multiple water levels. And it's a multi-stage filtration for a clean and healthy aquatic environment. So like I said, I'm going to move forward with the Marineland. My last tank, I didn't know anything. I didn't read. I didn't do my homework. So if you are a beginner, please do your homework. You don't want to lose fish as you learn. You want to just pay attention to what's going on and read every day, learn every day, watch different videos every day, because those videos are going to be important to have making sure that your fish are healthy and that your tank is clean and clear. And I promise you, you eventually will start really getting into it if you aren't already. and you will want more fish, and then you'll start learning more about what fish can have this, and the next thing you know, you'll have 2 or 3 different tanks. Me, I only have one, but that's just how it started with my turtles. I just kind of had turtles, and I was learning as I go. I had to learn some hard lessons. I had some illnesses that I had to deal with the turtles, but overall my turtles are happy and healthy, and I'm doing a really good job with them, and I want to do the same thing for fish. So just continue watching, and I'll have more set up with the tank. They probably want to put a stripper park right there. Okay, so I have it set up for the most part. I do have to add the water. I know it's not the cutest, but I'm gonna get some more little things I'm gonna order. Go on Amazon and get a few things. Sorry. Okay, so here is the tank that I did. I have the Marine Land Penguin BioWheel filter that I added to the tank, and you can see I have everything. I had some decor set up. I didn't do all of it because I kind of want to add more things to it and make it look really, really nice for the fish. I have my supplies near, my net, the little piece that I broke off to make the filter fit, my cup. I have my food and my conditioner to dechlorinate the water, stress coat, and my flakes. I also have pellets, but the fish that I have, they like the flakes for some reason. So here is everything that I have. I am going to set up the water. So let me just quickly show you my old filter. It doesn't have a name, and this was it. It was pretty nasty. So this is the old filter that I had. No name on it because it came, it was a part of the top fin package. So the top fin tank was perfect, but the filter is okay, but I wouldn't get it again. If I get another tank, well, I do have my top fin tank. I'm going to keep my tank, but I am going to get I'm going to actually use that other filter that I bought to put on my top fin tank, and I'm going to leave that one, put that one in a different room with some different fish in it. So this is my other filter. This is my new filter. Of course, I have a bigger tank, so I need a bigger filter. Just comparison, you can see the two filters. And what else? I had another heater, but this one came with a heater, so that's the heater right there in the corner. That's the decor. I had the rocks, and I just spread them out. My leaf just fell. That's okay. And I have like a real plant I'm gonna put in there as well, because that helps with oxygen for the plant. I'm sorry, for the fish. So I'm gonna add my plant in there. I'm gonna add the water, and I'm gonna add the fish. I'm also gonna show you my old tank. Now keep in mind, this tank has been without a filter for a couple of days, so it was not this dirty. But I'm gonna show you how a tank looks if you do not have proper filtration and if you don't take care of your tank properly. Keep in mind, like I said, again, it is it's extra dirty because before I got this tank, I turned that filter off, so the water was not being filtrated. Okay. Oh, also forgot to tell you about the thermometer. You want to make sure that you have the proper temperature for whatever fish that you have. Depending on the type of fish will determine the temperature that you need. Okay, so as promised, this is my old tank. It's on my counter because I'm just trying to get it out the way. As you can see, it is a little nasty. A lot of food and waste and stuff at the bottom. I even had some algae on the side, so it's important. And this is the plant that I buy. It's important to make sure you get you want to have an algae eater too, because you want something to eat that algae out of the water. And proper filtration is key. Most important thing that I've learned is filtration. And of course, I'm learning as I go. So if I learn something else that I think I need to share, I will share it with you. So these two tanks are like night and day. Now, it wasn't this bad when the fish were in there because, what the heck? I got some stuff growing in there. Like, look. Can y'all see it? It's moving. Yuck. Okay. So, anyway. So as you can see, it's very important to have proper filtration and clean water because you need your fish to be happy and healthy. My fish haven't been in here over a week, so they weren't in here. This is just me. I didn't have a chance to go throw the water out, and I wanted to take the stuff that I had in here and clean it so I could put it in my new tank. But again, this is a dirty tank. You don't want this. Okay, so this is the finished product. Do you like it? Gotta clean off my cabinet, but this is it. So I'm gonna add the fish, but of course, I know that looks like stains on it, but that's not stains. That's actually from the water if you look close. So that's gonna be gone. But for the most part, it's very clean. See my little log? So it could go in. They like to hide. So I have some leaves up there. See those little black things floating around? The bag said rinse off gravel first, and of course I didn't. So since I didn't, that's something that happens. So you have to use the net and get it out. I used some of the stuff from my old tank, but I remember I had to wash it off because I had those little but anyway, I have to put it in. I used the water gallon jug, and I think I put 16 gallons in. It's a 20-gallon tank, so it's like 16 gallons of water that I added. So if you look on the directions, it tells you how much to use. You're not going to use a cap full for this one because this is not a 50-gallon tank. Actually, it will be less than half of that, so it wouldn't even be one cap full. You could really, just doing some mental math, you know, it won't be 5. It'll be probably a little about 1 point something. I don't know. I'm gonna do some math, and I'm gonna figure out. I have a medicine dropper, and usually that's what I'm gonna use to put in the water just to get the chlorine out so that I can add the fish. If not, you have to let the water sit for a couple of days. I think they say like 2 days before you can put your fish in. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this in, and I'll add my fish later. So this is the finished look. I have a UV light that changes, and remember, I got all of this stuff in one bundle, minus those 3 things in the middle and that little green, lime green thing. Just pretty much everything on this end was mine, so everything else came. So the filter, the top, the tank, the decoration and stuff like that, that was in there, including the stretch coat stuff. So inside there, I forgot to say, this is what they gave. Aqua Safe, so it tells you it treats a 30-gallon, and this is a 20-gallon. And you want to condition monthly. All right, so this is Aqua Safe. It says it makes tap water safe. Condition monthly. That's my cat right there. Okay, so directions: shake well. Conditioner should be used when setting up a new aquarium with monthly partial water changes and evaporation replacement. Add 1 teaspoon for every 10 gallons of water. Make sure that replacement water is same temperature as water in aquarium. So this is the Aqua Safe, and yes, it did come with the bundle. So like I said, that bundle had everything that you needed to get everything started. And this is some tropical flakes. Complete diet, clear water, less waste. Top mid feeder, nutritionally balanced for optimal health. So this is what this is. So they give you this as well. in your little set. What else I got? I also have aquarium setup and maintenance guide. Okay, I probably should have opened this first, but I didn't. So you'll see basically what they says. Ongoing maintenance lets you know what you need to do daily as far as nutrition, what you need to do weekly, and what you need to do monthly. For this, you may want to pick a date that you will remember, an easy date, 1st, 15th, the 30th, the 31st, or whatever. Just remember that day, so whenever you need to clean your tank, you can clean it. So when I get to my 30 days, 31 days or whatever, I'll do a cleaning. So I'll have a video up of me cleaning my tank. Tetra Water Care app, your guide to success. So it's an app. You might want to go ahead and download it. So remember, like I said, this little bundle is a really, really good bundle. It has everything that you need to set up. The one thing I do see in this one that I do not see in this one that I did see in my top fin tank. In my top fin tank, it came with a water tester. So they gave you like a little bottle where you can put the water in and you can test it or whatever like that. So if you want, that's something that you may want to get too. I'm gonna get a tester, and you can pretty much just test your water. Buy the strips. I mean, that's if you're deep into it. Buy your strips, check your water, see what the chlorine like, see what this is like, see what that is like. You can do that. I'm gonna put my fish in this tank. Probably I'm not gonna add my turtles. I'm gonna leave my turtles outside because they're used to that. But if it gets really cold outside, when it does get really cold outside, I will bring my my baby turtles in. My bigger ones, they've been in it before, so they know how to handle the cold. And if not, depending on how cold the water is, I may just have to get another tank, a big, maybe a 50-gallon or so. And well, I need bigger than that for my big turtle, but I'll figure it out. Okay. Product returns, the warranty that you need to fill out, and it gave me another net. So that has been all. Okay, so quickly I want to show you 3 things. One, this is the thermometer that came with it. I did not put it in because I have my own thermometer that I already bought that's inside. This is what I was mentioning before, the top fin sample. This is the sample that I have, the water sampler. So whatever happens, I put the water in here and bring it in. For instance, if you buy a fish from Petco, PetSmart, and the fish dies, they do have a return policy. But when you return the fish, you also have to bring a sample of your water, because they're going to check that water to see if it's something that you are doing wrong that's killing the fish, as opposed to them selling bad fish. And lastly, this is a container that I got my better fish in. I just saved it because times come up where you may have to take the fish out and do different little things, and I put them right back. I put them in here. So this is things that I keep, and conveniently they all fit back inside here. So it could keep things all nice and neat. And yes, my filter is making a strange noise, and what I need to do is figure out why it's doing that, because I don't see the little thing moving. So I'll give you an update too as to what's going on. Okay, so I saw that something wasn't right with the filter. So I noticed 2 things. One thing is I didn't read the directions. So you want to make sure that everything was free so that it can turn. The filter is in correctly, and this thing had to be pushed in the right way. Also, I needed to add more water. You wanted about a 1/2 inch from the top is what I read. And most importantly, unplug it before you start messing with anything that's in this tank. Unplug it first. You don't want to be digging in there with the plug. You don't want to be fixing it, I'm sorry, without the thing being unplugged. Okay, so I realized why it wasn't working, and that's definitely a rookie mistake. I totally forgot that when you have a filter, you have to prime it. So if you know anything about priming, you just basically have to get it going. And in order to get it going, you have to put some water in it. So let me turn it back on 1 second. All right, so get some water from the tank. You don't want to add any more. And pour the water in there. You can hear it starting to pump up. I mean, starting to get primed. So you just got to give it a minute, and then it'll be where it needs to be. And then once that starts, we'll be set. There we go. So that's how it works. Super easy. I just really forgot to do that. I don't know how I forgot that. But anyway, you have to prime it. And as you can see, the wheel is turning. So the filter, it keeps it clean. Of course, we talked about this already, but it keeps it clean by doing a lot of different things. And one of it is it filters the water from the tank back into that filter so that it can collect some of that that good bacteria, I call it. I guess good bacteria, as in it's the bacteria that you want. You want the water to stay similar because you want it to be like their natural habitat. So in the ocean and the lake and the river or whatever the fish are dealing with, they have been dealing with that. A big change can be devastating to them. So you want to keep it similar. So remember those 3 things we talked about on the back of the filter boxes? That is what the filter is actually doing, the process and how and why we have to use that filter. So it's on. Oh, let me turn my light on. There we go. So turn the light on and we all set. And this is how it looks like in the dark. It's not really dark because it's still light outside, but I mean, I turned the light out in the room. And that's it. Beginner tank setup. Oh yeah, and it's been treated. So I had to put the proper dosage in so that the water can be treated and we can get rid of that chlorine. So that has been all for my little tutorial on my beginner tank. The fish will go in there later. Maybe I'll add some pictures. Of course, you need to follow me so that you can see my I post pictures and stuff. Well, I don't, but I will post pictures of the fish in the tank and everything. So you can look on my Instagram. I have Facebook, Instagram, whatever. It's called Urban Mommy. I am the Urban Mommy, the real Urban Mommy, something like that. I'll put the links in there. This is another one. I didn't want to put too much in there, but I will later when I get some more cool stuff. I'm trying to think if I should add some more water. I may add a little bit more, some more water, whatever. So I won't have this little thing at the top. But anyway, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment, especially if you know what that little nasty little thing was. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? I take advice because this is my second tank setup. And the first time, I literally had no clue. I just took it out the box and put it together. With this one, I kind of did a little research. But of course, hearing from people who do this is much better.